G'day everyone, welcome to today's episode of Aussie Garage. Today we're here with Matt and we're checking out his HX Sandman, a genuine Sandman.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful car, it looks stunning, so I reckon we should get into it.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Aussie Garage in this week's episode. Now today we're here with Matthew. We're going to be talking about this beautiful Holden Sandman. Now I'm sitting on my bum today because my leg's giving me grief, but we're going to do the interview from here. Matt, this thing is lovely, mate. Like,
thanks, mate.
Beautiful colour and everything. So tell us about this car and how you actually first got it.
Yeah, I got it. I found it on Marketplace, just like on Facebook there. Went down and seen the guy, and he had had the car for a really long time. He wasn't really all that interested in selling it, to be honest. Didn't give me a hell of a lot of information on it, but it is. He had his sort of guesses that it was original Sandman and that sort of thing. So
Nice.
He wanted good money for it and all that sort of stuff. It's all engineered and registered. That was the reason why I was interested in it in the first place, because I wanted a car that I can drive around a lot. So this is my everyday car.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So when you bought it, was it in this condition as it is now?
The paint and that is pretty much as it was. Obviously it wasn't lowered and had no interior done in it. The engine bay was pretty much just thrown in there. It wasn't sort of tidied up or anything like that.
Okay.
But I think he just used it to go down the beach and
had some fun with it, you know?
It wasn't a show car for him. He just sort of sat around. So.
Yeah, perfect. But this thing is pretty good for the paint that it's got on it right now and everything. It looks sensational.
Okay.
What inspired you to get like a Sandman, and what inspires you to be into cars in the first place?
So yeah, I started building cars with Dad, probably 12 years old. I built a chop top 35 Chev with him.
Nice.
It was the first car we built. We've built a few cars over the years. I did a chop top HK with Dad. That one was that motivation. I've had probably over 100 cars. I can't really can't really remember them all. I was a big Commodore man. I probably had every model Commodore that there is, and enjoyed that. The last big build was a LJ Torana. People might remember GMH LJ. That was a really good one that I enjoyed building with a few of my mates. It's a totally different thing owning one of these. Like the Torana. I used to follow me mate. He's got a Sandman as well. Pull up at the pubs and stuff, and no one would even look at my Torana. You know, they'd all be draped over these and wanting photos and giving you stories of them. And they're a very iconic car, and that's what sort of drew me.
They do grab that attention. Like I personally know, I had a Sandman that I restored up myself as well. They are iconic for that whole surfy theme and the beach theme and things like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the wheels that you've got on this at the moment, you're not GTS rims. What have you got?
No, they're like a billet knockoff. I'm not too sure of the brand, but they are. They've just got the Holden center caps. Yeah, they're like a billet. Sort of GDS look wheel, and then they were grey. I actually painted them black myself just to give it that sort of more GDS look. Yeah.
Give them a bit more of a depth and stuff like that.
Yep.
100%. And was there anything else that you had to do on the outside of the car when you got it?
No, not really, to be honest. It just needed a lot of work in the back end. It's got a really short diff in it, and it was hitting the chassis and all sorts of things in the back, so I had to sort that out, and the exhaust was rattling on the diff and crushing the brake lines and all those sorts of things. So there was a lot of that sort of stuff going on with it that needed doing, just refining really.
So how long did it take you to get it from, when you bought it to where you wanted it to be?
I've had the car 18 months. So yeah, probably only the last 6 months I've sort of dug into it, and I've got a lot of things I want to do in the future for it. So.
Perfect. So what kind of things are you looking at?
I'm a sheet metal worker by trade, so that's my thing. I love to get the bodies nice and straight. I have gapped all the panels and everything myself, a bit better than what it was, but yeah, I'd like to take them all off, get them straight, repaint it, and that's really it.
That's fair enough. Are you going to go back with the same colour?
Absolutely,
yeah. It's a great colour, the orange in it. And that's what I like about the Sandmans. And mine wasn't one of those colours that popped. Mine was a chamois. So, but the purple decal stood out. So that was good about it. But the oranges and the greens and the reds and everything else, they just pop, which is fantastic.
It's quite rare, I think, too, the papaya colour. I think it was only on the LX SS as well. I think,
that's it. Yeah, that's where it mainly came out for, wasn't it?
So HX in papaya is quite rare, which is another
Perfect.
About it, yeah.
And have you done the history on the research on that?
Yep, I've got the certification. It's an original Papaya 308 Turbo 400 car, original aircon power steering, and it had the GU4 diff gears in it, so whatever that is, the higher ratio I think it was. So I was actually thinking it might have been an ambulance at one point because that's the ambulance pack, but no, I had it all certified. And
Let's talk about the engine on this vehicle.
Yep.
Now, what have you got in this at the moment?
It's got an E1 HSV 6 litre in it, and the gearbox is a 6L80E. So it's got the whole basically HSV driveline in there.
Was that already in the car when you had done it? Okay.
It was already engineered and registered. Yeah.
So obviously you spent a lot of time getting that done and getting certified and things like that.
Yeah. So there's when I got the car, it wasn't running very well. He'd only done about 800 k's of tuning and running the car, so there was a lot of work. And I've got a mate who's pretty good with that stuff, and he went through the tune and sorted all that stuff out. So now it's running a lot better. So.
And as far as the diff side, what have you got? Standard diff?
It's got a 9-inch in it, and it's disc brake front and rear. It's got Commodore discs on it, I believe. Yeah.
All right, mate. So when you were talking about you had to clean up the engine bay a bit, what kind of things did you actually clean up in this bay? Because it's fantastic.
Yeah, just the water bottles, the side inner guards, the wiring a little bit. Yeah, just had a different type of engine cover on there, which wasn't from the original motor. Obviously, when it was painted a long time ago, there was a lot of overspray in there and stuff like that.
Okay, fair enough then. Yep.
Just a lot of detailing work and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So when you do respray this, are you going to stick with the black in the engine bay, or are you going to go the actual colour of the car?
I'm not too sure yet, to be honest. I'd probably keep it the way that it is. I like the sort of the blend between the original and the new that it's kind of got.
Got a lot going on up the front here, and it looks just neat and tidy, so it's fantastic. And the good thing about the LS is you just get in and go.
Yeah, that's the best thing about it.
You don't have to worry about warming it up and spending 15 minutes there trying to get it.
Yep. Yeah, I hear my mate's got one across the road and he's always pumping the throttle.
Oh, yeah.
Revving it. The only thing I did do is I painted the Papaya stripe and another black stripe on the HSV cover there just to give it a bit more of a Sandman kind of look to it.
And the good thing being a HX is, you know what, it was the most limited time out of all the Sandmans.
Yeah, right.
You know, because that's exactly what mine was.
Yep.
Because they only ran it for, what, I think a year and a half.
Yeah, okay.
And then they went to the HZs.
Yep.
So it was the smallest time frame out of all the Sandmans.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't aware of that. Yep.
Yep. Now, let's talk about the interior of this car.
Yep.
What did you have to do with the interior? You said it had nothing in it to begin with.
In the back of it, yeah. It was all just the original off-white colour.
Okay, yep.
And so I did all the vinyl work in there, replaced all the flooring, made the side panels. I've done the full stereo install myself as well. Okay. Which I did. There's full Hertz stereo in this thing. It's pretty loud. I love it. Basically, just to tidy up. All the vinyl inside was just all dirty and all that sort of stuff. You know, most of it's original, I believe, the dash and all that and the seats. So.
Well, that's fantastic. You know, because keeping that original stuff is perfect.
It's got the original hood lining in it as well. So
cool.
Just things like that. Yeah.
That makes it better, even better.
Yep.
So on the dash, have you got the black dash or you've got the grey dash?
It's got the grey dash and it's got the GDS lookalike gauges in there, which all run off the ECU. So everything runs off the ECU in this. It's all digital and
That's reliable as well because
absolutely everything works, which is rare. Fuel gauge and all that stuff, you know.
Has it got the clock in it?
Yes,
and does it work?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Okay, because normally they don't.
There's even a button to be able to move it. And he's done a good amount of work with that electrical side of things.
And when you've done the back end, what was your vision for the back end?
To keep it sort of looking original. You know, like what it would have looked like if you they did vinyl out the back. I didn't want to make it all showy and all that sort of stuff. You know, eskies and bright lights and all that sort of stuff. You know, I just kept it really original, looking original anyway, with what's in there. So.
With that, have you got any other future plans for the interior side of things?
Not really, no. Maybe tidy it up a little bit. It's sort of only what I'm capable of, you know what I mean? Just gave it a go myself, so I might get someone to do a bit better job with it later, but at the moment it's nice and tidy and neat, and it's good enough for me. So.
No, perfect, mate, perfect. Oh, mate, like, one thing I noticed in there too is that shifter is like the original T-bar, and you put that on there and you've got it all in there. Now, obviously there would have been some playing around with that to get it in to fit. Yeah,
absolutely. So the VE HSVs have some like the Triptronic shifters in them. So yeah, it would have sat really high up out of the console. So I actually cut it off and then welded the T-bar on there just to give it that original look, so it all sits down inside the console.
Okay.
So looking at it, you wouldn't know.
It looks like straight out original T-bar.
Yep.
Which is great.
Oh, the 6-speed's really good. Yeah.
And I've liked everything you've done on the back end there, and you've got the bubble window in the back there, which gives it that nice van feel to it and everything like that as well. The exhaust, what are you running as far as exhaust? Because I forgot to ask you.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so it's got the Sandman Rod Shop headers. Basically everything in this is Sandman Rod Shop. It's got all the front cross member and gearbox cross member and everything from Sandman. The headers into a 3.5-inch stainless with X-pipe, and then 3-inch out the back. Goes over the diff properly and all the way out the back, and then drops down and just behind the rear of the car.
Yeah, so you can't see it. It's nicely tucked away, but it's still there and gives you that nice note. Now that is fantastic, and the way you've done the interior and how you've done it all is just perfect. Simple, but perfect.
Oh, thanks,
it's just timeless, and that's a good thing about it. I think the only thing that you probably don't, you probably get from people is, where's the mattress?
Yeah, look, the main reason for doing something in the back was every single time I pulled up, everyone's like, what are you doing in the back of this? It's like, everyone wants something in the back of them. It's just the way they ask. I had to do it.
And look, to be honest with you, all I had in the back of mine, I didn't do as much as you've done in yours. I just kept mine all factory. I just put the mattress in the back, and that kind of people went, oh, okay. Are you doing anything more? No. I like it like that, and that's how I wanted it. It worked for me. So now, I noticed you got steady lights at the front here. Is that something that the person put in as well?
No, I drive the car a lot, especially like in that dusk period. Going to the pub for cruises with friends and stuff like that. And as you know, the lights in these things are absolutely terrible. So the Steady do these new. They fit in straight into the 7-inch bucket. It's just a direct replacement, and they're bright as. They're really good.
Was there any other kind of tweaks you had to do with this car to try and get it right for yourself, so it was more personalised to you after you bought it?
Yeah, basically, I just like that new to old sort of theme that it has. The HSV being in this is the only thing that's not original. The motor's not original with the HSV stuff, so that's how I blended the Papaya sort of line into the cover and all that sort of stuff. Just gave it that kind of Sandman kind of feel. But with the new running gear.
I noticed you put the LS badge at the back there on the tailgate, which is pretty cool. Makes it look like that, new old kind of thing, which is good. Now, do you know if the original owner kept the original engine, or? No,
he didn't really say anything. I do have the original engine number, which is on the certification from Holden, so I do know what it's supposed to be. But he never had one. So he said he had one that was close, and I could have purchased it with the car. I was like, nah.
Well, the problem thing back in the day, as soon as these engines used to blow, you just used to go down to the Repco, get the replacement, put it in, done. Exactly. We didn't really think about the numbers matching side of things when we were younger.
No.
So now, before we take off to the best part of the day, which is cruising in this thing, is this your only project you're doing at the moment, or you've got other things that you're thinking about doing for the future?
This is my only project. I don't really want to do anything else. I just want to keep this one, to be honest. I've had probably 100 cars over my time and done a lot of different cars, and everyone will probably laugh at me when I say that I'm actually going to keep this one, but I do really love this car, so I'm hoping just to hold on to it and, like I said, refine it. And I don't really want it to be a show car. I want it to be an everyday driving car. So
fair enough.
That's the goal for it.
Fair enough. If it works for you, mate, that's the main thing. It's your car, your ride, so and that's a good thing about it. Everyone's got a different way of doing things, and we love everything that people do, little quirks and things like that. It makes the car unique, and when you see it, you go, I like how you've done that, or I could have done that maybe a little bit different from myself, but I like where the guy's going with it.
Cool. Yep, absolutely.
So we think it's a fantastic car, and everything is brilliant on this, so I think we should take it for a wrap, mate.
Sounds good.
Let's go for it.
Thank you.
Definitely got a nice note to it.
Yeah, it's
100%.
Got it shifting pretty good now.
Yep.
Still does do a little funny thing from second to third. I think it's just the shift pressures need to be adjusted a little bit, but
okay.
Yeah. They're notorious, the VE HSV gearboxes, for doing that. So
Yeah.
it's got a bit of a ghost tune put into it as well, so it chases the idle, but it only does it in neutral.
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
So if you want it to have a bit of a idly sound to it, you just chuck it in neutral, and then when you put it back in drive, it goes away.
Nice.
A little bit of trickery.
Yep. But it's nice and smooth. Like, see what you said to about the suspension and everything that you've done.
Yep.
Like everything is just, it just glides.
Yeah.
No real rough stuff to it.
No. Steer's really good, and there's no like play in the steering or anything like that. So yeah, it's really good there.
And the seats are comfy as hell.
Yeah,
so,
the old original seats. I won't change them.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yep.
So when you go out with your daughter, she's strapped into the front seat here. And
Yep.
Enjoys it as well.
Yeah, she absolutely loves it. We always go down the beach every morning over coffee. She goes for a little walk. Like, yep. She's my little partner in crime.
Oh yeah, perfect, perfect. Definitely a lovely cruise. You know, you could do this all day.
Oh, temperature never gets hot.
Yeah, it's perfect. So. Alright Matt, this is a beautiful car mate. Love cruising in it and love seeing everything that's been done with it, and you know, whatever you do to it after this, it's going to be perfect mate. So we really appreciate you showing us your ride on Aussie Garage, and hey, hopefully we'll catch up with you shortly again.
No worries, sounds good.
Appreciate it mate.
Thanks mate.
Awesome.